I suppose that you finish the day, or at the end of the day you are tired because you move by bicycle. I think you know, even though today is Tuesday, you have already tired, yes?
Exactly. Not only by cycling, because unfortunately my parents-in-law picked me up near to the office, so I didn't ride bicycle right to my house. So I think that is it's good for me because I can have a rest and likely in my legs because I really think that I'm a little tired by cycling. Uh, Not only my specifically on my quads and corpse and
Okay, and
on.
but sometimes I have thought that when we uh, usually do exercise, like in your case, sometimes we are more energetic, we are more active. But when the person, or sorry, or people just go, for example, to the office and sit down all the day in front of the screen on his or her desk. And maybe, I don't know, maybe sometimes their bodies are tired almost all the time. I don't know, maybe when we do exercise, our cells, our body, our blood, maybe everything in our bodies is more energy. I don't know, but it's my perception. What do you think about it?
I think you're right, teacher, because that's something I've been feeling since I got into the office. So, as you mentioned, I I will have to move uh, by bicycle, uh, either from my home to the office and vice versa. Then I gotta to sit down and being in front of the computer, and I know that can be a little exhausting because uh, basically that's the daily routine Monday to Friday, and it can cause you can get more tired than usual, or other people that uh, that move into by using, I mean, other transportation like bus, motorcycle, car, etc. So I think you're right regarding this. How can I feel along the day and the shift? So in my case, I think you're right because it's Tuesday and I feel tired in spite of having a good rest because I'm trying to sleep between 8 up to 9 hours. So I think it's the good uh, time or space to have a good rest. In addition, I forgot mentioning that I'm studying as well, so that can cause that you can feel much more tired, mainly when I have to attend the class or take tests or quizzes, things like that. But yeah, to be honest, I want to be honest, I want to be Friday. I just want to. I'm waiting for the weekend to try to rest and uh, getting up late. I don't not feeling this worrying to get up early or not to arrive late to the office. Because I can get stressful when the alarm wakes me up. So I don't like it. I try to get up 5 minutes before the alarm sounds.
Okay, okay. Sebastian, welcome to our English class tonight.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening, Sebastian. Good evening. Well, we are talking with Mike about the sensations or perception that we have in our bodies when do exercise often, or when we don't usually do any exercise. Uh, is really different. Yeah, sometimes we do exercise often and we don't feel tired, but sometimes we stay quiet, or we don't usually do any kind of exercise and we feel tired as well. So it's something really strange that happen, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe one key aspect we I think is to have a good I don't know, a sleeping good way. When we rest, sleeping in good way, I think we recover energy. Our body recover energy, and maybe in my particular case, sometimes in Fridays at night I'm really tired, but I sleep in good way. I sleep completely from I light in my lying in my bed until next day. I feel better. I feel that I recovered myself. My body recovers itself. I don't know, but I think maybe it could be a secret to us, because if we have many worried in our minds, we don't sleep in good way. So maybe we are going to continue the next day tired. I don't know. What do you think, Sebastian?
Um, I think that the importance of sleep and rest actually in the society is a topic that the people uh, don't have attention, don't pay attention. Beside, the sleep is very important for the people. Explain. In my case, normally for homeworks, for projects, for work, or another topic like that, I go to the bed very late. For example, 12 p.m. or 1 a.m. In an extreme case, one night I sleep I slept I 4 4 a.m. and wake up the next day to 7 a.m. for the class. So I think that the sleep and rest is is very infravalorated for the benefits that sleep and relax and rest give the human. So the work, the studies, or another preoccupations, stress or depression, anxiety, or mm, well, another mental slips.
Mental disease.
Mental disease or mental issues, I don't know. Um, don't permit that the people rest and this teacher, how do you say desencadena?
So
Algo desencadena otra cosa.
some, yes, it's a trigger,
Trigger?
trigger. It's a word that used in English is trigger. It's like I'm going to put it in the chat. Uh, Trigger, something like that. Trigger.
Trigger. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. So this aspect trigger. Other aspect that don't uh, that don't permit that the people rest, and it's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle, like círculo vicioso o ciclo vicioso. That the one thing trigger another thing, and this another, and this successive. So in my experience, is very important for myself and the improve of the society. The give more importance at rest and relax sometimes.
Okay, interesting your point of view. David, welcome to our English class tonight. Good evening.
Hi guys, good evening. Uh, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you so much for ask.
Hello, David. Good evening.
Uh, well, I'm glad to know, teacher. And hello, Michael. Hello, Sebastian. I hope you two are doing good too.
Hello.
Thank you, thank you, David. We are talking about the importances that our body uh, receive when we sleep in good way. This allows that our body recover itself when we are really tired. So, about this topic, what is your experience?
Well, my experience with good rest, um, yeah, it is pretty important. It is something necessary for us to keep going every day, basically. Uh, because, for example, this is a situation that happened to me the last weekend. I I took I only took a nap before going to class in the morning, and I slept like no maybe 2 or 3 hours because I was doing homework and well, a lot of stuff. My my routine went off just that day, and well, I was dying in class. I was like so tired. I was falling asleep mid class. Hopefully, that didn't like affect me that much in classes that day, and I definitely will not do that again. And I remember that when I got home, my body like went off right right after I I how can I say it? I touched my bed, like I just fall asleep so fast. And I remember that that was like I fall asleep like 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. and I woke up the next morning, the next day at 8 a.m. Like I don't know how much I slept, but I think that's a lot.
Okay, thank you guys for sharing your experience. Mike, other important topics related with this is the age. I think the age plays an important uh, percent here. Yes, because for example, when we are elder or older, yes, maybe need rest more than when we are younger. What do you think about it?
Well, teacher, first of all, I truly want to say thanks for calling me older. I totally understand and I'm about to, uh, how do you say, cumpleaños, to get birthday? Yeah, mojado birthday?
No,
Or my birthday is coming.
it's
Yep,
it's the turn 1 year more.
turn, yeah, oh, yep, turn, yep. Yep, I mean, my birthday is coming or I'm about to turn years. So thank you so much for calling me. Closer to become an older person than younger, and that sounds fun. But answering your question, or to be honest, I realized that you don't have the same energy that you were younger or when you are within the age of 20. So that's the reason it's very important to make exercise to get healthy because um, throughout the years you will start having some aches in your body. So that's very important to take care of yourself. In my case, I try to stretch or make active pauses in spite of the company. Uh, don't um, don't use this kind um, uh, of um, of times. Yep. So I think that's something negative because it's very important to think about your health, not your physical body, but by your to have the right mindset because attending to any job can make cause you start increasing stress or to get stressful, including with another diseases or illness probably that it may cause into the future. So that's something that you will need to get healthy. So I think it's a great idea. Cycling, making calisthenics, going to the gym, because I think the most important is to get older in the best terms. So I think it's very important. But yet,
Okay,
I'm trying to get more energy or to be more active because when I was working at home, I I always felt tired or lazy. I didn't want to do anything, including attending the class. So um, the oh, the good point attending to the office is um, I'm trying to get healthy, but I wish or and I said, yeah, I feel like making exercise or come back to practice calisthenics because that was something I used to do when I was younger. So when I was 28 or 29 years old, I liked the street workout. So I had a maid whom um, we try to look for the park and making exercise outside the home or the gym.
wow, interesting. I didn't know that you uh, practice and do different activities. It was really interesting. It's really interesting. And the other important topic that we have to take into account to keep with energy is the food, the quality of food that we ingest. Because, for example, if you ingest a lot of sugar, I think it's really bad for our health. But the teenagers or younger people actually use or consume sugars, like juice, artificial juice, coke, soda, all of those drinks which contain a lot of sugar. So I think not just sugar, but other ingredients which are really bad for our health. And I think uh, the quality of food, for example, if you don't ingest a food with quality, I mean something like I don't know, meat. Yes, all of those, fruit, drink water or something like that. I think the quality of food is really important to keep active, because if you don't eat in good way, I think you is other way to feel get easy. What do you think, Sebastian? Do you think the food is really important to get active?
Um, for example, physical active.
Yes, that you feel that your body has enough energy to do things without lazy, or without maybe you don't wanna do anything, but it is related with the food. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Because apart that is a exercise and a sport, the football is run, resistance, jump, reflex. Is a conjunct of a lot of things that the human capacity is use. So, um, for example, in a train, normally in the start of the train, do it um, exercise, for example, run in two parts, or walk, um, or working your reflex, or I don't know. But yes, is one form, is a one form for the exercise, and is funny. It's funny to it.
Okay, okay, okay. David, what do you think about it? The food that we ingest have to do something with our energy in our daily life.
The food that we eat, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, according
Uh,
according to your perception, the food has to do with your energy during your daily life, or not? I mean, maybe
Mm,
your performance, if you want, your performance is better. You are more active. You have want to do things or something like that, or for example, you don't want to do anything. But I think it's something. It's a combination of things, because the food, I think, is the one of the key things to be energy, to be energetic. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, there are some foods that people who are not to work out usually eat because it helps it helps them to get a better performance. Yeah, I think that what we eat daily is important to maybe spend our energy in a better way, because well, it depends. No, it depends in of a lot of things. But let's say, for example, that if we eat fast food every day, we will have as well as a bad habit. That will be bad. That will be bad, and that could be dangerous for the body. And well, if something is bad for our body, I think that directly affects how how we spend our energy. You know.
Yeah, I think it's really something. Sorry. Important to eat, for example, fruit, fresh vegetables. Yes, vegetables, meat, fish. Yeah, and avoid sugar. Yeah, and I think it's maybe it is really, and combine these things with exercise, and maybe in that way you are going to get healthier. Yes, because sometimes, for example, sometimes people do exercise a lot of, but they eat a lot of fat. Yes, oils. So and it is really bad for our body, for our heart, you know, because this is a problem. It produces a big problem with our veins, so it's really bad. So I think that we have to eat in good way and try to do a sport, to do exercise, maybe, because there are a lot of ways to do exercise. You can walk, even you can jump, you can ride bicycle, you can do different ways, different activities, and go to the gym. And even if you if for example, if you don't want to pay anything, maybe in public parks there are equipments which help us to exercise in free way. So I think it's a mindset. It's our mindset. If our mindset is according our body, is according our health, because sometimes there are a lot of people um, who prefer stay scrolling their cell phones in front of a screen. uh, Maybe they become themselves in gamers, or and this is this is their routines, and they don't I don't know, don't have space to do exercise, but not for the time. Maybe it's because they prefer to stay in on their bed, or or sit in any chair or couch, just scrolling their phones or playing, with Xbox or something like that. Yeah. So I think we have to if we want to be healthier, we sometimes have to change our habits, as you mentioned, David, because sometimes we get bad habits, uh, and that is really bad for our health. So it depends, or maybe in spite of our age, yes, it's important to eat in good way, to accompany with exercise, and I don't know, maybe doing this and a right and have a right mindset, and rest or sleep in good way. If we do all of those things, I think we are going to get a lot of years on this earth. I don't know. Maybe it's my point of view. Um, but sometimes currently, the society is suffer anxiety. Yes, a lot of worry. Uh, Everybody has in hurry, or are in hurry, or sorry, is in hurry all the time, and it produces anxiety, and maybe it triggers um, mental disease, or illness. Maybe uh, maybe here in Bogota we can see it everywhere. People is really in hurry. Is People are with anxiety. It's something strange. They It irritates. So sometimes you cannot or cannot say anything, because it's start to fight each other. The people is I don't know. The people is or the people sorry the people are, uh, after COVID-19. Maybe they become, or we become, uh, maybe uh, sensitive, more sensitive. Everything is a motive. Everything is causes to fight. So what do you think? I want to hear you about this topic. Maybe after COVID-19 or pandemic time, maybe the sensitive in human being change. What do you think, Mike?
Well, teacher, about this topic regarding how to get healthy and have the correct mindset, I think it's very important to have clear the achievements, because sometimes you you can be a little unstable at the moment to take a decision. So regarding the exercise or how to get healthy, it's very important to make a medical check first and try to let the medical know about their about your goals or how you want to see in a few years, because uh, the goals or you want to achieve in order to make exercise maybe different from other people. So that's very important to know it. For example, if you want to look dinner or you want to get treated, it depends. So there are a lot of ways to get healthy because there are some people that only get focused to make cardio or sprinting, yoga, lifting, etc. You know, all of kind of exercises. But I think the good way or the way to start is um, having a short goal and start little by little to get used to this routine because it's not easy. It's not easy to go to the gym and making exercise or working out for about 1 up to 2 hours. So that's very important. And on the other hand, I'm not sure if I clearly understood what do you mean with a sensitive. Is this related to a sensitive topic or how sometimes the people can see uh, in front of a mirror or something like that?
Now sensitive is when you become in Spanish sensible more. Yes, sensible.
Yeah, I know what sensitive word means, yep,
Okay.
but in the context.
I mean, after pandemic, people become more sensitive. I mean, uh, the people uh, now
Oh,
after pandemic time, we are not, for example, something
so the,
something is something is enough to start to fight. Yes, maybe and before pandemic the people were more, I don't know, uh, I don't know if the word is polite, but maybe was more quiet, more relaxed. Yes, but after pandemic,
oh, it
after
seems
pan-
to understand what you mean. So after the pandemic, it seems like the people, or most people, are currently living with some fear due
exactly,
to the pandemic. Yes, because the people feels the fear to get an illness or the pandemic it um, can present again into the world. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean regarding the change that there was after the pandemic because the people is living with more fear or unsure because uh, we don't really know if
with
another
anxiety,
pandemic can
with anxiety, and they are
with
worried,
the
or
yeah.
they are worried all the time, and and it makes that anything trigger a discussion or fight because the people is I don't know, maybe it's more sensitive. The pandemic became people more sensitive. Everything is a reason to they start in bad mood or something like that.
Okay, yeah, got it. In my opinion, I think it's very important to look for a good habit to avoid always being in a bad mood because you will only be the person that um, will be living. I don't know how to say amargado, soberbio. I don't remind this word, but yeah, they will feel stressed and mad. But yeah, that's very important to learn or the thought that the pandemic left us. So I think it's very important to take advantage of the time and start to create good habits, starting by the exercise. And this is a good habit, including to change the diet or the food you used to eat. So that's very important if you want to change your routine or your daily life. And I think that making exercise helps you to have a better mood, either at home, at the office, or other places. That's very important to interact with other people, but always showing this good energy, always being active, have the availability to speak with other people and give an opinion or topic, you know.
Yeah, the thing here, the stuff here is not not everybody has the same behavior. For example, you have just mentioned that maybe with a sport, you can come you can come, yes, and you can relax or something like that. But other people, uh, I think, prefer to smoke. In smoking, they get relaxed. So it's different because sometimes prefer to smoke, and when they are with bad mood, yes, and they try to get some to drink, like a coffee. Sometimes prefer to drink a cup of coffee and smoke, do something like that, and don't do exercise. I think there are different behaviors. For example, Sebastian and David, what do you usually do when you are living a stressful situation or when you are in bad mood? What do you do?
I listen to music and go ride in my bicycle.
Maybe sleep or play video games or listen music.
Okay, so as you mentioned, the people are so different. Yes, sometimes, for example, when I'm in my case, when I'm living a stressful situation, I play my guitar, I play my accordion, and I'm getting relaxed. And after a few minutes, my tension disappear. Yes, and I do with I mean, I'm not live a stressful situation every week. Sometimes I'm relaxed, but sometimes I have back hurt, or pain in my back, or headache. Because I'm living a stressful situation at my work or something like that. One way that I found to get relaxed, and is playing instruments like guitar or accordion or even singer sometime. Um, and sometimes I have a cup of coffee as well, and maybe it's a good I don't know, good medicine. Yes, to be relaxed. But I think everybody is different with these kind of things. For example, you say, okay, I prefer to go sleep, I prefer to listen music, I prefer to ride a bicycle. Yes, people don't people with, who don't prefer speak with anybody and to be or to keep silent. Yes, there are a lot of ways to face stressful or anxiety situation. In your case, Mike, what do you do exactly when you are living a stressful situation? How do you face it?
Well, I think that I try to um, get out of the stressful situation by eating. If I don't have a place to make exercise or my bicycle near of me, so I try to go and eat something delicious like hamburgers or fast food because I love fast food, but I know this kind of foods are unhealthy. On the other hand, I think that I try to be alone, remain calm. Once done, I think I can feel better. But usually I eat food because I think it's a good medicine to uh, to not to get stressful. So that's something it happens usually in my job. So I try uh, to eat for my break time, and then I will come back to my job and try to keep working and doing my best. But usually I ate. Um, what else? Oh, I tried playing video games if I am not home. So I try to get started playing video games with other people. However, I realized that playing video games causes me another stressful situation. So mm, I think that works for a short time to feel better. But if you keep playing video games for a long time, you will get stressful by another situation, and I think that will not be fine either.
Okay, okay, yeah. So there are different ways to face or to live with a stressful situation or situations in plural. Yes, anybody faces it in different way. Yes, as I mentioned, there are other people who smoke, drink alcohol sometimes. Yes, it's different. They become in bad mood. They prefer stay alone. Stay alone. Yes. Some people prefer to walk alone. Uh, People who have the opportunity to buy anything, sometimes they prefer to buy anything. There are different or several ways to face these kind of situations. Yes, but something important here, important matter here is our mindset. Yes, the our mindset is important at the time to face stressful situations, because I don't know if you have heard about people who kill him or herself when they are under pressure. Yeah, because they don't have to manage it or to handle this kind of situation of or situations, and they prefer to kill or to hurt him or herself. uh, yeah, it's the only way that they find to escape of that kind of situations. So it's or better, we have to be careful with this kind of situations. What we think, our thoughts when we are under pressure, because we can make a mistake when we are under pressure or with anxiety. We may we maybe uh, make a bad decision. Yes, a mistake. So we have to be careful with these feelings that everybody in this life has to face in different stages of our lives, in different I don't know, yes, in different stages of our life. We face these kind of things. Yes. So I don't know. Maybe when we are a child, maybe okay, we are learning new things and we are uh, learning some games or something like that. After that, when we are teenagers, maybe relationship with friends or with a couple, and when we get 20 or 20, between 20 and 25, something like that, start to work. Maybe all stages of our lives has different challenges to face, and we it's I don't know, maybe it's uh, not described, but it's creates uh, our personalities, our characteristics as a human being. Yes, our environment, because it's not the same. For example, if you have a good environment in your family, there is a good environment. That if you, for example, live with a bad environment, there are fights among the relatives, or maybe uh, between your mom, your dad, your siblings. Maybe this kind of environments, because some people say that we are products of our environment. Yes. So, and I think it's true, because people, for example, who live in, I don't know, maybe who live with good opportunities. Yes, they are good. Not, it's not 100%. It's not a completely rule, because some rules are breaking for the people. But maybe it's a good percentage that if you have good manners or you receive good manners from your parents, that means it is your environment. Maybe you offer the same things in your life, but it's something. I mean, the human being, the stages of human being, any stage or each stage of the human being has their own complications. What do you think? What do you think, David? For example, when you was, sorry, when you were younger, when you were a child, and now you are a teenager. Maybe how have been changing your life and your worries.
Well, to be honest, it's a pretty big difference, of course, because well, when I was a child, when I was very young, my my bigger preoccupation is that uh, maybe maybe I could not go out with my friends. That was my bigger preoccupation, my biggest preoccupation. Sorry. Um. Well, once I started like growing up and that, there were appearing some preoccupations that were deeper than just playing with my friends. Like I don't know, I had to travel to another country because uh, all the situation in Venezuela was crazy, is crazy. Um, that was another preoccupation, or let's say another fear, and is what it was. Uh, if something happens here in Colombia, who I can who can I talk to? My mom. Yeah, it was a good option, but she doesn't know. She didn't know perfectly how everything here works. you know. I had to adapt to a lot of things, and I was worried to get into the educative system because well, I don't know how kids were going to be. Like I don't know if I will have to get through bullying or something like that. Hopefully, and I'm happy for that. I did it. Like my stance here in Colombia was and it is pretty good. I'm happy. Uh, but yeah, it's a bit different. It's a pretty big difference. I have I have no doubt that when I'm when I turn I don't know my 20s, when I get to my 20s, I will have so much worries, and the difference will be uh pretty big. You know, because right now my biggest preoccupation, my biggest worry is to I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to look for a job. That's a worry. That's something that I want to. That's something that it doesn't worries me that much, but I want to. I want to finish this course to get my English certificate and to get my programming tech. I don't know how to say it. My title. Let's say. Um, that's a worry that I have. Because I have some projects to do in my programming course, for example. Mm, yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. That means that I was right. That this it depends of the our age. Our worries are changing. Okay, Sebastian, how maybe your worries in your life have been changing from you were a little child until now?
Mm, uy. Eh, I don't I don't think about that normally or usually. Um, Maybe if I would change um, another wrong or something like that of in my life, maybe in in the last in the last in the last year of my school, do it better ICFES, I think, because for that I moved to FUS um, and I lost contact with my friends of my life, and I think that I lost relations with them. Mm, I think that I don't remember, or maybe maybe try to do it more trying of football for play professional, because when I was a kid I play in Equidad, but I don't remember because I don't train more hard, or for be player. But I don't, in my philosophy, I don't see the wrongs or past wrongs um, as a determining topic of my life, because for me the wrongs, some things is good, because yeah, I don't present a good breakfast maybe, but this decision, or well, this action trigger a better things for me, more a good university, or a good, or more vision of my life, or more maturation. I don't know. I think that the wrongs or the past decisions is it's just that, decisions that I take in your moment, and today I don't change, but I don't condemn. Uh, I don't uh, lament. No me lamento. I don't know how do you say,
It's
but but it's all. I
is
don't
that
see
regret? Regret?
um, regret. I don't know. Eh, but it's all. I don't see my wrongs as wrongs. I see I see that as decisions, not good and not bad decisions. I don't destroy my brain, or my head, or or my or my rational olvido. I don't see has wrong.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. The effort is important. The effort that you are doing to express your idea is really nice. This is the main reason to be here. Try to effort ourselves to express our idea and express our thought. Mike, sorry, the same question. How have changed your worried with your age?
Well, teacher, I think that when we are living and stages uh, along the years. For example, when you are a child, a teenager, an adult, I think that the situations that you are living during this each stage, I mean, obviously you will have different worries because, for instance, when you are a child, I think that the most worrying is to approve the year, to avoid being, how do you say that? How to be, um, I forgot saying regañar. Uh, yeah, to receive a call back or something, or call out. I mean, from your parents. So I did that. That's one of the worries that you want to approve all of the subjects to avoid to get punished or something like that. And then I think that sometimes when you are a teenager, you will feel the concern to earn a little money or get a job to have a date with a girl or the yeah, you know the girl uh, you would like to invite to the cinema or things like that. It depends from each stage. However, I think that when you are becoming an adult, your life is going to become much more stressful because if we compare the the concerns from a child to an adult, I think an adult will always be living with stress because, for example, I will need to pay the rent or the installment of the apartment or home. I will need to pay the public services. I will need to pay the cable, just things like that. I think this everything is going to become or will be related. I mean, with money when you are becoming an adult. And sometimes when I speak with my brother, he always tells me that becoming an adult may be a little painful. And I think he's right because you always are living worried and stressful. And this kind of situation is when you will wish to become a child again because uh, you have fewer worries or concerns that just in my case I only have to be worried to to present or to accomplish with this subject and get the best score for each subject because uh, I didn't want to repeat the grade and as I mentioned to be punished or receive a call out things like that. I think that was something I didn't like it because I think I always have a good behavior and discipline in terms to accomplish a task or functions depending on your role. So I think that's my opinion. However, I think the best age for me will be becoming a child. Yeah. When you are living your teenage, it's interesting, but I prefer to become a child. If I had the opportunity to come back the time, I think I would prefer to be a child.
Interesting, because when we were child, when we were child, maybe don't worry much because the responsibilities were in our parents. Yes, but when we become an adult, or yes, adult, and we have a problem, is the money. We have to get the money to achieve our goals. Maybe if we want girlfriends, friends, we have to spend money, and we have to get a work, yes, to get a job or something like that. Our worries increase, yes, because at first when we were younger, the responsibility, the principle of responsibility was were in our parents. But when we become an adult, I mean over 18, we have to work, we have to study at the university or wherever in order to get a certification, a diploma, you know, a degree, in order to get a job. And our worry, I think, increase a lot of, because we have to work and to receive money to do our things, the things that we like, that we enjoy, all of those things. Maybe I think that for me, when we get over 18, uh, the worries are more, are I don't know, increase for us, because we have to discover what we are going to do for live. Yes, like anybody. So I think it's a stressful situation, and create anxiety. We miss patient, and a lot of worries for a human being in that age. So I think maybe you want to buy a beautiful smartphone, or maybe a smart TV, or something like that, is even a car, and you don't have enough money. That is really worry for human being in that age. Yes, but it's something with we have to live. It's a stage for the human being, and we are going to face it. Yes, we can go far away. We have to face, in fact, this situation, and there are a lot of ways to achieve our goals. Yes, we have to keep with discipline whatever thing that we like or enjoy to 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 do for a live. Yes, to do for live. Um, it depends of the thing you choice, of your choice. You have to work hard in order to get the the goals, to get the dreams, or something like that. It's really, wow. According our age, we have different kind of worries. Yes, worries. But I think the highest point is when we become in adult, or when we try to have a family. Yes, maybe the children appear in our lives, and we have the new role to become in in a dad is really really hard. Okay, guys, thank you so much for ask. Thank you so much for attend the class, for ask the things that you ask, the your participation, and to be focused in the class. And I want to say thank you so much for your effort. It was you were doing the best in order to try to express your idea and defend your point of view or something like that. So, okay, that was all for tonight, and I hope to be here in the next class. So I hope that you rest and sleep very, very well. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, teacher. Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
teacher.
Have a great